I saw my people struggling navigating broken roads, working dry, unforgiving fields. So I made a decision to turn waste into wealth using old tires and bold ideas. We're building a stronger, greener Burkina Faso one road at a time. Now, imagine someone telling you that the piles of worn-out tires you see rotting in junkyards could be used to build durable, eco-friendly, and affordable roads. Sounds like a joke, right? But in Burkina Faso, that's exactly what's happening. At the center of this revolution is Ibrahim Traoré, a visionary leader who dared to see opportunity where others saw garbage. His initiative isn't just a flashy experiment, it's changing lives, reviving communities, and capturing global attention. From tire-paved roads to solar-powered cities and artificial irrigation canals, Traoré's ideas are rewriting the narrative of what's possible in Africa. And this journey is just getting started. A nation that refused to stay stuck. Burkina Faso, a landlocked country in West Africa, has faced tough odds for decades. Burdened by debt and limited resources, the country long relied on international loans that often came with strings attached and little to show in return. Roads, basic, vital infrastructure were in ruins. In many rural areas, roads weren't even paved. They turned into rivers of mud during the rainy season and cracked into dust under the blazing sun. Vehicles broke down, ambulances got stuck, and entire villages became isolated. For farmers, this meant crops rotted before they could reach the market. For children, it meant missing school. For families in crisis, it meant no emergency help. These roads weren't just an inconvenience. They were a barrier to development. One big idea. That's when Ibrahim Traoré, a young and determined leader, decided that enough was enough. He wanted solutions that were smart, sustainable, and scalable solutions built by and for Burkina people. Importing asphalt or bitumen was too costly for a country already struggling economically. But one thing Burkina Faso had in abundance: discarded tires. To most, they were pollution burned for fuel or left to clog waterways. But to Traoré, they were potential, turning tires into roads. Here's how it works. Old tires are collected from across the country. They're cleaned and laid out like a puzzle on the ground. Specially formulated cement mixture is poured over them. The cement binds with the rubber, forming a strong, flexible surface. The result? Roads that are shock-absorbent, crack-resistant, weather-toughened, cost nearly 40% less than traditional road-building methods. Rubber's natural elasticity helps the road survive extreme heat, heavy rain, and even tremors. They last longer, require less maintenance, and most importantly, they're homegrown. A model for the world. Traoré's tire roads have become more than just an infrastructure project. They're a symbol, a message that innovation doesn't have to come from the West or depend on high-tech imports. Ingenuity can rise from necessity, and solutions can come from within. Engineers from around the world are now studying this model, how a low-income nation turned its waste problem into a development breakthrough. And Traoré's vision doesn't stop with roads, building the future. Block by block, he's now pushing forward with artificial canals to irrigate dry farmlands, helping farmers stay productive year-round. He's championing solar-powered cities, reducing dependency on fossil fuels and foreign energy. All of these efforts feed into one big idea: a Burkina Faso that is self-sufficient, sustainable, and proudly African. This is no longer just a local story, it's a global lesson. A reminder that with courage, creativity, and community, even the most discarded things like an old tire can pave the way to something extraordinary. Imagine dry, cracked fields blooming with crops year-round. That's the future Ibrahim Traoré envisions, and it's happening through a bold idea: man-made canals that bring life-giving water to Burkina Faso's arid lands. These artificial waterways are designed to store rainwater and distribute it even during the harshest dry seasons. No more waiting and praying for rain. With consistent irrigation, farmers can now plant with confidence, knowing their efforts won't go to waste. But this is more than just digging ditches. It's transforming agriculture with steady access to water. Farmers can grow a wider variety of crops: wheat, rice, corn, vegetables, fruits. This means more food on tables, more goods in markets, and more money in the pockets of Burkina families. The country could even begin exporting food, boosting the economy and bringing in valuable foreign currency. This project is central to Traoré's larger vision, making Burkina Faso self-sufficient. For too long, the nation has depended on food imports and foreign aid. Traoré believes Burkina Faso can feed itself and thrive by providing farmers with the essentials: water, infrastructure, and access to markets. He's helping the nation rise on its own, stronger and more independent than ever before. And it's not just farmers benefiting. The canal project is creating thousands of jobs: engineers, construction workers, maintenance crews, and planners. Like the tire roads, it's not just about infrastructure, it's about empowering people and injecting life into the economy. Because real progress doesn't come from handouts, it comes from giving people the tools and dignity to build their own future. The vision grows: a solar-powered city. If tire roads and canals weren't bold enough, Traoré has one more revolutionary plan: a solar-powered city. Imagine a city where every home, school, hospital, and business runs entirely on clean, renewable solar energy. No power outages, no diesel generators, no massive utility bills. Just pure, sustainable energy from the sun. In a country where many people still rely on firewood to cook and lanterns to study, this is nothing short of revolutionary. Every building will have solar panels. Streets will be lit by solar lamps. Public transport will run on solar-powered buses. Free Wi-Fi zones will connect young minds to global ideas. Modern schools will teach coding, science, and sustainability, preparing the next generation for the future. But this project isn't just about electricity. It's about hope. For years, power shortages left homes in the dark and businesses struggling. A solar city will change that, bringing light to homes, power to dreams, and opportunity to the youth. And once again, it's creating jobs: technicians, engineers, installers, and maintenance workers. Traoré is proving that clean energy creates clean opportunity. It's more than a city. It's a blueprint for sustainable development. And the world is taking notice. Other African nations and even countries beyond are watching closely, inspired by what's unfolding in this once overlooked corner of West Africa. New kind of leader at the heart of it all is Ibrahim Traoré. A leader who didn't come to power to make speeches. He came to make change. He understands the struggles of ordinary people because he listens to them. He walks among them. He builds with them. That's why his projects work. They're rooted in reality, powered by local resources, and guided by common sense innovation. Tire roads, artificial canals, solar cities. They all follow the same principle. Use what you have, empower your people, and build a better future. Traoré isn't waiting for international aid. He's showing the world that Burkina Faso can solve its own problems with creativity, resilience, and pride. His leadership is now inspiring a global audience, proof that meaningful change doesn't always require massive budgets. Sometimes it just takes a bold vision and the will to act. A global example of local innovation. Burkina Faso's story is no longer one of poverty and dependence. It's becoming a story of innovation, courage, and transformation. By focusing on sustainability, community empowerment, and local talent, Traoré has turned a struggling nation into a model for the world. So if you're inspired by this incredible journey, share this story. Let others see what's possible when one person dares to dream big and act boldly. What part of Traoré's vision inspires you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more powerful stories of hope and innovation. Future is being built in Burkina Faso, and it's just getting started.